there are recommendations in the Royal Commission that affect finance broking, and it's all around our remuneration. Presently we get paid commissions by banks, and that's an acknowledgement of all the work that we do in helping consumers prepare all their loan applications and run it through for application. Right? So the important thing though with the Royal Commission is that there's been no suggestion or recommendation of change of what we actually do. Right? And that's the really important thing for customers. How we get paid might change a little bit, but what we do fundamentally won't change. Well, we were really shocked. I mean, this was a banking Royal Commission into misconduct. I mean, I didn't see any finance brokers up in front of the Commissioner, but all of a sudden we seem to have found ourselves in the firing line to some degree, where they're recommending significant structural changes when really there was nothing wrong. Well, for starters, 60% of all people who take out home loans use brokers presently. Over the last 20 years, brokers have driven banks' interest margins down by about 3%. So the reason pricing for consumers has come down when they're borrowing money is simply because brokers have introduced competition and choice. The other important thing is that our business, like most broking businesses, over 90% of our business comes from repeat and referral clients. If we weren't doing a good job, we wouldn't get 90% repeat and referral. The other important thing, one more thing, is that less than 1% of all finance industry complaints relate to finance brokers. My biggest concern is that these changes will lessen competition. And by that I mean there will be a number of people within the community who are resistant to paying fee for service. That will therefore force them back into the banks, and those banks that have the larger branch networks will be the beneficiaries. Now, if you walked into any bank and you asked that bank manager, have you got the best loan for me? What are they going to say? Absolutely, we have. They're not going to say to you, oh, well, look, actually, we've got a good product here, but there's also 15 other options from 15 of our competitors. It's just not going to happen. And that's fundamentally why brokers exist, to give clients choice. One size fits all is absolutely not appropriate in the finance industry. Every client I've ever met has different circumstances. So it's very easy to get caught up in about it being a price or a loan interest rate and loan fee issue, but there are so many other things that go into determining a home loan. It's like going and buying a car. Well, you go and buy a car, if you just focused on price, or if we all just focused on price, we'd all be driving a Mitsubishi Mirage at $12,000 a pop, right? The simple fact is that people are out there driving a range of cars. The same happens with finance. We do absolutely look about price and fees, but there are so many other things such as term, security, loan covenants, conditions, and a number of other things that really all go into the melting pot for every single client that we deal with. And that's the value we add. We help clients through that determination of all those different things that go into finding a loan. We've been going for 20 years, this business. The industry's been going for a bit longer, but we've been around that long, and that's simply because we've been delivering good consumer outcomes. We've given them choice, we take away their stress, we reduce price for them, and we create competition. That's the key thing. Well, it really is all about continuation of delivering value to our customers. Nothing really changes in relation to that. Yeah, that's the key.